What's going on, guys? It's your boy Edge0626 back again with another episode of Life on the Wii. Before I get into today's topic of the series, I just want to talk about the gameplay a little bit. This is I believe a 6.0 KDR game with the M14. And I know that sounds insane, but trust me, just watch the video. It's awesome. Probably one of my favorite games I've ever had. So it's on WMD on Black Ops 1. So without further ado, let me introduce the topic of today's episode of Life on the Wii, which was actually going to be a several-part episode, maybe a 2 or 3-parter, involving probably one of my least favorite topics in the gaming community, which is hackers. Now, coming from the Wii, we didn't really have great security. Nintendo didn't give us good security with their system in the games. So hackers were a very everyday thing for us. I know PS3 and Xbox back in the day didn't have as much problems as these until the game was about 2 or 3 years old. And I always envied the Xbox 360 and PlayStation communities because they had better security than we did. Now, believe me or not, there are a lot of, well, I wouldn't say believe me or not, but hackers there's no way you can enjoy a game with a hacker. The hackers on Wii can do so many things to you that you wouldn't even think possible. They could hop your account and delete all your friends. They could completely destroy your account, like completely not screw up your account to the point where you can't even find a multiplayer game. And trust me, that's happened to me a couple times. I'll get into that in a few minutes. And you know, or hackers could be good and give you custom classes, you know, like modded custom classes, or they could come up with fun gameplays in private lobbies, you know, and they could promote you to level 50, 15th prestige on Black Ops 1 and give you unlimited COD points. And trust me when I say I've done that before. You know, to be honest, I look back on it now and it's probably one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made because I realized once you got to that level 50 spot and you got the unlimited COD points, it was almost like, well, what the hell am I gonna do now? There was nothing you could you could accomplish anymore. And hackers, you know, well, I don't remember exactly the whole story of how I got promoted like that, but you know, it was a pretty dumb thing I did. You know, I was desperate. I didn't want to level up and crap like that, and I eventually did, and I'll get to that at some other point in the series. But there was actually also a lot of hacking clans. One of the most notorious, I would say, I call them the FaZe wannabes because their clan tags had FaZe in it, and you know, FaZe isn't on the Wii. They're just like fanboys and stuff with the name, and they, of course, were notorious for the hacking, as far as I know. And someone who was even more notorious for the hacking the Wii was the Red X clan. Now, some of you may or may not know them if you play Xbox 360, Xbox or PS3, but they were pretty bad. On Wii, they had this thing called the USB Gecko or Gecko. I don't really know exactly the name of it to this day. And it would do what I was talking about. It would hop your account, you know, ban your account, completely fry your Wii in general. It was pretty rough, believe me. Now, some of the hacker stories I have are, like I said, I got promoted, you know, level 50, 15th prestige. You know, I got that unlimited COD points. I bought everything in the game, and then I realized it wasn't fun because, you know, what am I gonna do with myself now? Just gonna play the game and not get anything out of it? No, I didn't want to do that. Now, actually, there was this one person I knew who, I don't know, there was one girl I knew, because believe it or not, we also had a lot of gamer girls. This one girl I knew, she was ooh, got that chopper gunner from that care package. I would play Jive Turkey's Chopper Gunner song, but I think that I wouldn't be allowed to do that. But just imagine the Chopper Gunner song in your head, or Legend of Thunder's Chopper Gunner song, which are both pretty funny. But just imagine that in your head while this is going down while I talk. So yeah, so there's one girl I knew. I don't know. She invited me into this lobby. I was in the middle of a fun little free for all. No, we were just screwing around, me and my boys, good friends of mine to this day. I get an invite, and I'm like, you know what? I keep getting invites from this one person. I'll be right back. And I joined this hacker lobby. Next thing you know, I get kicked out of it for whatever reason. So I joined back to my buddies, and I noticed that my classes were all messed up. So I said, okay, that's not right. This should be fixed. So I tried finding a game, and guess what? I got banned from online on that one account. Now we also gave you 3 or 4 slots to create an account, so I quickly made another account and got some of my friends back. But you know, that day I said to myself, man, I'm never running into another hacker again. I can't deal with this. And you know, and little did I know, I was really, really stupid. You know, I'm thinking I'm not going to run into another hacker, or do my best not to run into another hacker. Because next episode of Life on the Wii, you're going to hear one of the most notorious, in my little gaming circle, this is like one of the most notorious stories, because I know some of my buddies have lived it. You know, if I can get my buddy Hollow on this, I would, but it's not kind of impossible with the stuff I work with making videos. But nonetheless, you know, next episode of Life on the Wii is going to be good. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Talk to y'all later.